hear that they're ripping into the course at times, I guess with a handful of them is a little surprising. This course itself underwent a renovation less than a decade ago, and I heard one player say that they Americanized it, which a lot of players, I guess, would refer to the fact of, well, you have to make it longer and you have to grow the rough, and because that's what turning into a bomb fest here, where how far can we make it? Can we make this 7,600 yards? Can we make it 7,700 yards? And we're going to grow the rough to the point where when you drop the ball, it disappears, because that's almost kind of the mystique of what we see with the U.S. Open.
Yep.
The PGA Championship's kind of gone back and forth in terms of like, hey, what's our little niche? The Masters, of course, has their lane. They have Augusta National. They're there all the time. The jacket, the no phone. They got their lane. The British Open or the Open Championship, there's like kind of their vibe. That's, the home of golf, St. Andrews, all the other historical royal courses, obviously a links setup. The U.S. Open has their shtick, right? Par is the ultimate, and we love to see players take double bogeys, and if you make a birdie there, it's incredible, and they want the winning score to be even par at the end of the tournament. The PGA, while I think it's been better over the last decade since it's made its move over to the May time slot, I think it gets a lot more attention than when it did in August. At times, I've complimented it because I said, hey, like, it doesn't have to be like the U.S. Open. It doesn't have to be kind of crazy tough. It's had really some exciting finishes. In fact, you want big swings. You want tough holes, but you also want holes where guys can score well. I thought that the PGA of America has done a nice job in setting that up. With that being said, you're asking me about the course itself. I think maybe a piece of it, they play a regular PGA Tour event here every year. It's a long time. It's been the Wells Fargo Championship. It just changed to the Truist Championship. They didn't play it there last week. It was at the Philadelphia Cricket Club last week because they had to move it because, of course, Quail Hollow's hosting the PGA Championship this week. But players maybe are just like, yeah, we see this every year on the PGA Tour.